This is Arvin Vora, founder of Vora Method and author of How to Get into an Ivy League College. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about analogies. Analogies are questions like this, where you have to look at the relationship between words and see which other word pairs the same relationship. I'm going to show you how to do these so that you're going to get every single one of these right every single time. And we're going to use a simple example. So we start off with a puppy is to dog as, well, you have a few choices and you have to figure out the right one. Let's walk through how you do this to make sure you get every single one of these right. The first step is to create a sentence based on the original question. Puppy is to dog. Here's the sentence I pick. I picked a simple sentence that clearly shows the relationship between these two things. I say a puppy is a baby dog. And I can get this nice little structure here, which is basically says that a blank is a baby blank. A first thing is a baby second thing. That's the kind of sentence that we want. Here's what we don't want. We don't want some big, long, elaborate story sentence. That's like I saw a puppy and it ran to the store and it noticed a dog. That is not what we're talking about at all. We want the simplest, shortest, most basic sentence that illustrates the relationship between the first word and the second word. So in this case, a puppy is a baby dog. Now, this is the only sentence we're going to use. A blank is a baby blank. A puppy is a baby dog. We're not going to look at any other relationships. We're just going to see which one of these other things fits perfectly into this structure. I'll show you how to do that. We'll start with the first one. Baby is to rattle. We take baby and put in the first blank. We take rattle and put in the second blank, and we get a baby is a baby rattle. That is not true. A baby is not a baby rattle. A baby is a baby human, but it's certainly not a baby rattle. That's insane. So that one's wrong. It didn't fit. It's wrong. Now we're going to do cat to kitten. We're going to put cat in the first blank, kitten in the second blank. A cat is a baby kitten. That's not true. That's backwards. A kitten's a baby cat, but a cat is not a baby kitten. So that one's wrong. It didn't fit perfectly. Now we try the next one. Sapling is to tree. We put sapling in the first blank. We put tree in the second blank, and I get a sapling is a baby tree. That's true. A sapling is a baby tree. A little tiny tree is called a sapling, and a sapling is definitely a baby tree. Now we've gotten this problem's now done. We got the answer, but we're just going to do the other ones just for practice. Let's do the next one. Painter is to painting. We put the first word in the first blank, the second word in the second blank. We get a painting. A painter is a baby painting. That doesn't make any sense. That's totally wrong. So we know that one's wrong. And let's do the last one. Farmer is a cow. A farmer is a baby cow. No, it's not. A farmer's not a baby cow. That's crazy. So that one's also wrong. So let's go over the general method. We start off with the original sentence. We write a sentence based on the original question. A puppy is a baby dog. Then we create the structure, and then we just plug in these words into this. Now, there's two ways. It's really important that you actually substitute the words in. You actually create these new sentences. There's two ways you can do it. The simplest way, just write it down. Just write down the sentence, a baby is a baby rattle, a cat is a baby kitten, a sapling is a baby tree. You can actually just write it down on a piece of paper. You'll have no space on your test. If you don't feel that you have enough time to do that, you can also do it by just saying it out loud, but just whispering it basically. So when I'm actually doing these, that's what I usually do. I'll usually actually kind of whisper to myself really, really quietly, like a baby is a baby rattle, a cat is a baby kitten, a sapling is a baby tree. So I'll do it really, really quietly so nobody else can hear. I'm not trying to disturb anybody else in the test, but I'll actually either say it out loud, but kind of under my breath. You really do need to visualize these sentences, sound them out to make sure that it's actually true. Because if you don't, you can make a mistake. A lot of people, when they do a question like this, will say cat is a kitten, which is wrong because it's reversed. But if you actually put it into the sentence and think carefully about whether or not it's an exact match, you're going to get all of these right. Listen, if you work on your vocabulary and you use sentences for every single analogy, you can get 100% of the analogy section. Whether you're doing something like the SSAT or something very advanced like the GRE, you can get 100% on these if you actually write out a clear sentence that shows the relationship, a simple sentence, and then actually test out every single answer choice in that simple sentence.